Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Well, here we go. It's going to continue staying chilly the next couple of days for our Thursday and Friday, but turning colder Friday night with bitterly cold Arctic air set to move back in this weekend. We're talking about multiple days, sub-freezing, below freezing highs, and overnight lows back down into the single digits with below zero wind chills. So you know how cold it was last weekend. That was the coldest air of the winter season so far. That looks to be surpassed by the cold air moving in this weekend, even colder for a longer duration. Now, the good news, unlike last weekend, no ice storm, one precip type. Light snowfall expected Friday night and a Saturday morning on the leading edge of this Arctic air and a developing storm system. But we'll have a chance for light snowfall in most areas. Could be heavier toward the mountains. Now, the eastern half of our region has the best chance for accumulating snow across basically from I-75 east. But the rest of our area will have a chance for light snowfall. But again, the bitterly cold air is one of the main weather stories. So here's our weather impact alert, again, from Friday afternoon through Monday morning, primarily for this extended period of some Arctic air, bitterly cold temperatures, but also light snowfall Friday night, Saturday morning. And that could have an impact with some slippery and treacherous roads because this time around, again, it's only one precip type snow. We don't have to deal with ice, but the ground is cold and the air is going to be very cold as we go Friday night, Saturday morning, teens and low 20s. So no issues with the cold air, but everything that falls will stick, even if it's light snowfall. As we've talked about a lot and frequently, it only takes a little bit to cause the problems. Matter of fact, sometimes with snow, the more you get, you actually get a little bit better traction. So sometimes the lighter mounts are tougher because that is only a little bit of light snow between your tires and the pavement, which can make it more slippery. So sometimes the lighter mounts can be more treacherous. You need to also dress warmly, though, and bundle up with these frigid temperatures. So last weekend, we were talking about all four precip types. We saw in order snow, sleet, freezing rain, and rain. And then it went back to freezing rain and then back some snow. But this time around, light snowfall, one precip type. Now, as far as the potential, here's an early look at what we're looking at as far as the light snowfall. Again, generally speaking, from Knoxville back to the west, we're looking at light snowfall amounts that could range anywhere from 1 to 2 to maybe 1 to 3 inches total from Friday late afternoon through Saturday morning. But now, again, it was mentioned, eastern half of the region has a better chance for snowfall in general and higher totals. Could have 2 to 4 inches. Again, this is east of Knoxville, from Pigeon Forge to Andrews Morristown up into Virginia, and maybe higher amounts than that. Some eastern areas, especially the mountains, 3 to 5 inches plus, especially above 3,000 feet. And it could be a good bit more of that across your higher peaks. So mountains and on over into North Carolina, eastern areas, that's where the better coverage and chance for snow will be with this particular system. So here's our 3-day. Chilly tomorrow and dry, 38 for your Thursday, 37 Friday, dry beforehand during the day, but by late afternoon and evening, there's that 40% chance for snow showers developing. Light snowfall is likely Friday night into Saturday, but again, anything that falls could lay and stick and become treacherous and hazardous on the roads because the ground is cold. So focus on that and the potential impacts. 18 Saturday morning, 22 Saturday afternoon. It's going to be bitterly cold. That best chance for snowfall, is I'll kind of show you right here, looks to be mainly Friday night, Saturday morning, moving out later in the day. So here's a look. We'll stop it right here. This is Saturday morning at 5 a.m. So overnight, Friday night into Saturday morning. This storm is really just getting its act together. It hasn't even really fully developed off the coast by this time yet. It's starting to do that. So we'll have a chance initially. That's why it's generally going to be mostly light, because once the storm fully starts to crank with its heavy snow, that's going to be to our east in the Carolinas. There could be hurricane force winds across portions of eastern North Carolina, the coastal areas up into Virginia, and maybe some near blizzard conditions across the coastal areas well to our east. We're kind of on the western fringe and the back edge. That's why it kind of forms Friday night, Saturday morning. We get some light snowfall, heavier toward the mountains and eastern areas. And then this is as far as this model goes out. But by later Saturday afternoon and evening, it's pulling away. So here's your forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy, a cold night tonight, low of 19. Again, chilly and dry tomorrow, partly cloudy and 38 for your Thursday. There's our weather impact alert with light snowfall Friday evening, Friday night into Saturday morning, and then we'll dry out for most of Sunday. Groundhog Day is Monday. We'll see if the groundhog sees a shadow, side note there, but could have a few flurries moving in later Monday evening, Monday night. Trying to get above freezing. We could have almost 3 days in a row of below freezing temperatures before we're back in the 40s toward next week.